日本時間29日、ドジャースの大谷翔平は、ドジャースタジアムで行われたカージナルス戦に2番指名打者で出場。球場のスイートルームからマミコ夫人と愛犬デコピンが見守る中、2試合ぶりのマルチ安打の活躍で打率は3.85となり、3打数2安打1四球でした。チームは本拠地開幕戦を7対1で勝利を飾っています。この日の試合は1番ベッツ、2番大谷、3番フリーマンの MVP トリオが大爆発。3人合わせて8打数5安打2本塁打5打点。四球も4つと、あまりの強さに、試合を中継していた米カリフォルニア州地元放送局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスの実況席も。
彼ら3人はとんでもない打線です。誰もこの打線と戦いたいとは思わないでしょ
う。とコメント。他にも大谷の少年時代の話や、花巻東高時代に大谷が人生設計シートに書いたワールドシリーズ優勝という夢についても触れ、大谷トークが満載でしたので、すべて日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
This offseason was nothing but excitement to now know that Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani, Teoscar Hernandez, seeing them in Dodger blue here in Dodger Stadium. How amazing is that?
No, it really is, and it's still a pinch myself moment, and we already had one opening day, but this really feels like opening day, so I'm excited for everybody, our fans most importantly.
Designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
All the phones out in front of people videoing, and then the silence of the crowd before the pitch, like they just want to hear the crack of the bat.
Yeah, the anticipation, which has lasted months, now boils down to pitch by pitch. Yeah, everybody getting proof. I was there when. Down the line, it's a base hit. It's headed for the corner. Betts is headed for third. He's stopped there. Ohtani runs through it, and now has to throw on the brakes. Throw goes behind him. They'll both end up at third. And an anticlimactic way for this to finish. So Betts gets third base, having gotten there first. Ohtani gets a double, but then he's out. He was chugging around second as Dino Ebo had given Mookie Betts the stop sign at third.
That was the oddest way to not make the first out at third base. Out in front of an off-speed pitch, drives it in the corner, has the speed to get a triple, but no outs in the bottom of the first. You just try and set it for second and third, and that's what Dino Ebo was, but Ohtani had other things in mind with his head down as he rounded second.
So it is a double, but it is the second issue on the bases for Ohtani over the first 3 games. And they didn't retouch second in Seoul.
Well, Dino watching Mookie, holds up Mookie, but you could see Shohei, he touches second base with the head down and keeps the head down for about 3 strides, and that puts him in jail.
A 3-0 green light, and he tried to hit it to the moon. Oh, he swings hard.
He does, and he is a big, strong man. And thinking of strength, I think Mookie looks stronger this year. Tighter, stronger. Shohei, you've always looked that way.
That's ball 4. Wow. Now we can look back at the home run.
This one went a long way, and this man can hit them, and he hits them off and comes out of Korea 6 for 9 with 2 walks there, and now a walk and a dinger at the home opener here at Dodger Stadium.
Top 3 in the order have reached all 5 times they've been up there together. Freddie Freeman started the scoring with a single his first time. Waits on a curve, sends it in the air. Deep center field. Scott to the track. Scott to the wall. It's gone! Freddie Freeman with a 2-run blast.
I'll carry the team. No, I'll carry the team. Okay, we will carry the team. A breaking ball. And boy, he had to supply the power. That pitch is slow, up, but he meets all of it.
Betts, Ohtani, and Freeman, 4 for 4. 4 knocked in, 5 runs scored. How'd you like to face this group?
Not with the strike zone that Ohtani had. That looked like strike 3, and then all of a sudden, 1 pitch later, you're giving up a 2-run bomb. But yeah, this is a tough group, no matter what the strike zone is.
21 runs in 21 innings this year. Now down the line to the right field corner. Walker will not get there.
The Dodgers would like to forget Game 2 in Korea, not the offensive part of it, but the defense and the pitching part of it. But if they just fire on 2 out of the 3 cylinders, they're going to be dominant throughout the whole year. 1 out of 3, it'll be tough. But 2 out of 3 and 3 out of 3, watch out, league.
And now Ohtani.
He's hitting 364. And then Freddie Freeman came into the series here after 2 games hitting 167. He's hitting 375. Pretty good top 3.
For Ohtani, it's been a double and a walk. Came in to score after that free pass. They're talking about how long the buildup has been to this and a day in the making. You know, that's not just months old, but really, this is a day that's been a decade in the making. Back to when Shohei was in high school, when the Dodgers were as interested in Shohei Ohtani as anybody. And Shohei was so sure that he was going to go straight to the major leagues from high school that he told Japanese teams, don't even bother drafting me. Well, the fighters, of course, draft him, talk him into staying and playing, sell him on the idea of being a pioneer, being a two-way player. A decade later, the Dodgers finally do get their man, who has his second hit of the day. It is interesting, though, to play the game of what if. What if they had gotten him that first time? And you can make a pretty good case that he doesn't become who he is if he goes straight to the big leagues out of high school. He's not going to have the kind of leash to do both that he had in Japan. So he's going to be magnificent in whatever it is he chooses to do. But does he become this unicorn if he goes right to the big leagues? Maybe not. So he turns the Dodgers down. He turns the big leagues down right away, playing the long game, though, and becoming this. Not a lot of great baseball players come out of there. He grew up loving the game. His dad was a player. His dad coached his teams growing up. His mom was a good athlete as well. She's an accomplished badminton player and deserves a lot of the credit for Shohei swinging as hard as he swings. First place that he learned how to swing was watching his mom play badminton and adopted that aggressive cut. Similar to the one you see today with him going up to the plate. Started playing baseball officially when he was 8 years old, and they called him a Yaku Shonen. The literal translation for that is baseball boy, because it was his favorite thing, nothing that he loved more. And when he thinks about that now, he says, in that way, I guess you could still call me that. You could still call me a Yaku Shonen. And it is all baseball all the time, and that childlike obsession that he has in a lot of ways has fueled who he's become. Shohei wanted a team that could get him to October. All the magical things he's done, the unmatched things he's done. 6 years with the Angels, 0 postseason games. And he watches the team across town in that time play 58 postseason games. When Shohei was in high school, he sat down with a pen and a paper and he scripted his life. And the part of the script that he's focused on these days is that he wanted to win the World Series. That's the biggest reason why he chose the Dodgers. Down on strikes here. You know, with everything over the last week with the gambling and theft allegations and everything swirling around, if there's a way to put a positive spin on the fallout of the last week, Dave Roberts said this. He said that with the old interpreter gone, there's no buffer. And with no buffer, they've seen Shohei be even more engaging with his new teammates and his new coaches. They've even said, I think we're all pleasantly surprised how much English we see actually does speak. And these conversations that are being had that maybe weren't being had before when you had the gatekeeper, you had the buffer, for good reason there, but is not there anymore. Maybe a silver lining to this whole thing. 2-1.
Well, when the team hovers around you and protects you and says, you know what, we're on board with you, it has to make you feel even more welcome. Above and beyond the standing ovations, above and beyond the expectations of what you're going to do on the field with them. But in the clubhouse, in the bus, in the food room, tighter knit.
また、試合後にデーブ・ロバーツ監督は大谷について、
翔平は素晴らしいショーを見せてくれた。
と称え、
アナハイムのシリーズ、オープン戦は、あまり良い状態に見えなかった。でも、今日は翔平らしいように見えた。序盤にチェンジアップを捉えて二塁打にしていたし、安打も打った。本当に強烈な打球だった。今日の方が断然良かった。 私は彼が2番を打つのが好きだ。誰かが翔平の前に出塁していれば、相手投手にストレスが加わる。大谷が5打席に立つアイデアを気に入っている。彼も心地よさを感じていると思う。後ろにはフレディ、フリーマンもいるし、私から見て、大谷が2番を打つのが正しく思える。
MVP トリオについては、
この男たちは本当にいい投手陣相手に打ってくれる。その後ろにはウィル・スミスも待機している。
と、今後もドジャース強力打線の活躍を期待していました。これからも大谷の活躍から目が離せません。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。